Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's animated book summary of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now, Hill interviewed hundreds of the most successful people of his time, people like Carnegie and John D. Rockefeller and Henry Ford. And he created a list of 13 laws which he put in this book, but today we'll be going over the 5 biggest of Think and Grow Rich. So the first one is a burning desire. Now, there's this story. There was this man who he didn't have much, right? He didn't have anything going on in his life, but he had a dream. He had a dream to work and be partners with the greatest inventor of all time, Thomas Edison. So the man left his life behind, hopped on a freight train because he couldn't afford a real ticket for a regular train to go see Edison and tell him in person that he was going to be his partner. Now, Edison didn't really shun this man away, but he gave him a job. A job, though, as a floor sweeper. And working day after day, this man kept up that burning desire. And after 5 years, this man finally got his chance and became Edison's long-term partner and an overall success. And that is because of the burning desire that he had. He never got rid of that thought of becoming his partner. And that's what fueled him day in and day out, from being a floor sweeper to eventually being Edison's partner and an equal. So I'm seeing that right now. This is only the first week of my YouTube channel, but I want to grow it and I want to keep going, and I don't have the channel's viewers and everything that I want at the moment, but I'm going to keep going because right now I am building that desire, and it's going to be a burning desire to the point where I'm just taking the journey to that success. Number 2 is autosuggestion. What we think about becomes what we see and what we manifest, right? So what we put in our thoughts is what we eventually get. So if you fill your thoughts with negativity and, doubt, that's what you're going to get. But instead, if you fill your subconscious and you keep your thoughts focused on your goal and your burning desire, then that's what is going to happen. You're going to build a burning desire because this is what you obsess about and you constantly think about. Now, we hear that obsession is bad, right? And it depends on how you look at it. But obsession in the terms of your goal, that's kind of a necessity. You need to obsess and constantly think about where you want to be, what that looks like, and then go out and get it. So the third thing from this book that I got is the power of specialized knowledge. So there was this story of Henry Ford. He was being questioned because people thought that his business was illegal because it was growing too fast. Lawyers questioned him and gave him ridiculous questions just about general history. And after a while, after one particular question, he said, "Now, let me tell you, if I want to answer any of your foolish questions you just asked, or any of these other questions you're asking me, let me remind you, I have a row of electric push buttons on my desk, and by pushing the right button, I can summon the person or any person that has this knowledge or any kind of knowledge surrounding my business." Now, you see Ford, he wasn't a man of school education, but he was a great man of education. And his education, his specialized knowledge is where he was great. And that's because he was really good at organizing and planning knowledge. He didn't necessarily have the knowledge himself, and that's why he proves that in order to have success, you do need to have knowledge, but it doesn't have to necessarily come from you. You can just create a group around you that knows what they're doing. So number 4 is decision. Lack of decision is the killer of success. Now you see this with anyone. A straight A student, right? They need to cut out that procrastination. And I saw this with many of my friends and many people that got straight A's. That's because they took the steps and they made the decision that they were going to do what they needed to despite not wanting to. And that's the key to mastering procrastination, right? You can reduce that feeling, but it'll never go away. So at the end of the day, you just need to do what you know is right, and you need to really have that burning desire that just pushes you past procrastination, and day in and day out, do what you have to. Number 5, the 5th thing that I got from this book was persistence. At the end of the day, you have to keep going. Success does not happen overnight. Like they say, Rome was not built in a day. So you need to keep pushing And no matter what, you can't let that burning desire fade. You need to keep it going, keep fueling that fire. And that's how these people, right? That's how Einstein, Carnegie, Edison's, that's how they all have success, because they fuel their mind with that burning desire and then keep pushing at it, and they never back down from it. They won't let anyone tear them away. And you could say that was actually the downfall of Ford to an extent, but that was also why he was so successful. So when persistence matches with willpower and with that desire, that's when you get success. Let me know what you got out of this. What's your biggest thing that you're going to take away? And if you like the video, smash that like button and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. And remember to keep growing.